Are you looking for a delicious dessert that comes together in a few minutes? Say hello to my peach cobbler recipe. It's a summer classic full of peach flavor, and it is just a must-make recipe. Hey, you're watching Preppy Kitchen, where I, John Cannell, teach you how to make delicious homemade dishes to share with your family and friends. This peach cobbler will be ready before you know it, so let's get started. First off, set that oven to 350. This will go really quickly, so the oven needs to be hot right away. Now we're gonna use a little bit of butter, so just cut off a tablespoon and use the rest. So that's 7 tablespoons of butter into a 9 by 13 inch baking dish. This is gonna go in at 350 just to warm up so the butter melts. If you wanna take it an extra notch, you can bake the butter down a little bit to brown, but it's totally up to you. So now I have 6 peaches I need to prep, and by prep, all I mean is peel them. You could actually leave the peel on if you want, but I feel like it gets stuck in people's teeth sometimes, and it's not the perfect dessert experience, but it's up to you. So your peaches should be so perfectly ripe whenever you use them for a dessert. You can't use the hard peaches, you just have to wait those out. And if you really want to make a peach cobbler, but you can't find those fresh peaches, go ahead and use frozen ones. Just thaw them, drain them, and then pat them dry because they will have a lot of juices in them. Could you use canned peaches? You can. Same process. If it's basically peeling, but not all the way, and you already started it, you can use a really sharp knife and just shave the skin off. The basic point is you just don't want to waste too much of the peach because it's so delicious and precious. Peel the rest of your peaches and we'll be right back. After your peaches are all peeled, it's time to remove the pit and then slice them into like maybe 1/4 to 1/2 inch slices. It's up to you and what you prefer. And you'll have some bits and bobs left here and there. That's totally fine, don't worry about it. They don't all have to be perfect peach slices. Once your peaches are prepped, add them to a largish pan. Now we're gonna add in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. That's about 50 grams of each. Move it around, but let's place it on medium heat just until the sugar dissolves. It'll give them a head start and it'll bake up really nicely. So on to medium heat you go. We're gonna cook the peaches for about 2 minutes, just until you see all the sugar is dissolved. And if you see any clumps of brown sugar like that, go ahead and just squish it so it dissolves faster. My peaches are done, so let's put these over here on a trivet. And now it's time to finish this off with the topping. To finish off the topping, I'm adding 1 cup or 120 grams of all-purpose flour into a large bowl. Now I'm adding in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. You could add in any spices you like here, like cardamom, allspice, but a little dash of cinnamon I feel really complements the peaches. Scale's done. Give this a whisk. And then to this mixture, I'm adding in 3/4 of a cup or about 200 ml of whole milk. So in you go. This is the cobbler, by the way, that I grew up eating. My mom would make this whenever we had like really nice fresh fruit hanging around, and it's so easy. But some cobbler recipes are really different. They have like the crumble on top. Some of them even have like a full pie crust. Let me know in the comments what you grew up with. That's my family tradition. Although my mom is from Mexico, so this is not what she grew up with. She found the recipes from somewhere, or maybe got it from my grandmother. Mix, 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 just until combined. Here is my baking dish. So as you can see, my butter is all melted and it started browning. It's gonna give you a nice depth of flavor, but you don't have to brown the butter. It's totally optional. Transfer the topping into the bowl now. All of it out there, because this is delicious stuff and you don't wanna waste any. And now you're gonna spread it out a bit. You don't wanna mix it with the butter, but just spread it out to create more of a layer. Now we're gonna finish the cobbler off with a layer of peaches, and my one bit of advice to you is to spread the peaches out. You don't want to have them all in a lump because you want the cobbler topping to rise up through the peaches and reach the top. Okay, so just spread these out a little bit and you can kind of create a bit of room for the cobbler topping to rise up. There we go. Just a little helping hand before the bake. All right, it's ready to go into the oven at 350 for 40 to 45 minutes or until you see the top coming through golden brown, and it'll be springy to the touch when you touch some of the pieces. Let's go. My cobbler is out of the oven and just cool enough to touch. It is a glorious affair and perfect with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Best served warm so the ice cream just melts all over it. That is a perfect, delicious summer dessert. I hope you get a chance to make this recipe, and before I take a bite, if you like this video, check out my summer playlist, all of my favorite summer recipes in one playlist for you. Now it's time for a bite. That is sheer perfection. I love the crispy bits at the edge and the gooey, peachy center. Oh my gosh, it is a symphony of flavor. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next summer video.